They beg for it. They bleed for it. They write songs about it, yet still don't understand why she never stays. But then there's you. Or at least, the man you're becoming. The one who doesn't chase. The one who waits silently in the velvet shadows of a lounge, drink in hand, heart half golden, half broken. And she sees him? She always sees him. Because women don't fall for the loudest man in the room. They fall for the one who's walked through fire and didn't flinch. When you start thinking this way, when you shift how you see her, how you see yourself, you stop searching for love. Now, a gift for you. A free ebook, the Female Mind Control Handbook. It unveils the secrets to making her crave you. Link in the description or pinned comment. I want her, but don't need her. Here lies the paradox. She wants to be desired, but the second you need her, it's over. There's something magnetic about a man who looks at her like a sunset he's seen before. Still stunning, but no longer a surprise. That man doesn't fall. He lets love arrive. You don't say, I miss you. You say, I remember. You don't ask where she's been. You let her feel the silence you left behind. Because here's the truth. A woman falls harder when she thinks she almost lost you. And you didn't chase. You stay mysterious, not cold, not rude, just unattached. And in that detachment, you become unforgettable. A drug she tasted once and can't forget. When you're unafraid to lose her, she starts fearing she'll lose you. Say less, she imagines more. Respond slower. She replays your words. Love deeply, without losing yourself. And suddenly she's wondering, what does he know that other men don't? The answer? You don't worship her beauty. You acknowledge it. You don't chase her love. You invite it. And if she declines, you return to your symphony of solitude, unshaken, whole, timeless. Second, don't be the poem. Be the poet. Every man wants to be adored, to be remembered in lipstick-smudged journals and perfume-laced memories. But the one she chases? He's not the poem. He's the one writing it. She becomes his muse, not his mission. He looks at her with curiosity, not desperation. And that is what makes her unravel. Because women are used to being the fantasy. Used to men crumbling beneath the curve of their hips, the scent of their perfume, the illusion of their affection. But you don't chase the fantasy. You shape it. You ask the questions she's never heard. You speak like someone who's tasted chaos and returned wiser. You become a mystery she aches to solve, not a prize she knows how to win. And when she can't figure you out, she breaks her own rules. She calls first. She shows up unannounced. She confesses feelings before she understands them, not because you begged, but because you offered her a role in a story worth becoming. Third, make her compete with your peace. You want her to chase you. Here's the secret. Make her chase something bigger than herself. Make her chase your peace. Let her feel it in the way you savor your mornings, in the ritual of your coffee, in the way you never rush. You're not cold. You're just unavailable to chaos. Because you've built something rare, a man who doesn't need fixing, a man already whole. And that shakes her, not because you diminish her, but because your stillness makes her question her worth. She'll try to be louder than your silence. She'll text, she'll dance, she'll perform, but you stay rooted. Because you no longer crave her attention. You're in love with your peace, and if she wants you, she'll have to come quietly, softly, respectfully. Fourth, let your silence speak. Words are cheap, she's heard them all. But a glance, a look that says, I've seen parts of you even you don't know yet. That's what shatters her. You don't say, I want you. You let your silence say it at dinner, in hallways, across a crowded room. You hold her gaze like a man who owns the moment, not like a boy hoping for permission. And her breath changes. Her mind races. Her body listens. Because your silence doesn't ask. It echoes. It haunts. Be the man whose eyes write poetry, but whose lips never rush the ending. Let her wonder. Let her wait. And when she finally asks what you're thinking, smile and say nothing. Let her imagination write the rest. V. Leave a ghost behind. You want to know why some men are never forgotten? It's not the flowers, not the calls, not the poetry. It's because they left something behind. A feeling, a touch, a silence, a presence so real it lingers. Now every man who touches her, she compares to you. Maybe it was the way you brushed her hair from her eyes, or how your voice dropped when you said her name, or the safety she felt in your stillness. You didn't need grand gestures, just one moment that was undeniably you. And now? You're in her favorite songs, the ache in familiar places, the man no one else can replace. And you never remind her. You never reach out. Because the man who becomes a memory never has to beg to be remembered. You're not here to be liked. You're here to be unforgettable. Not for how loud you spoke, but for how silent you remained while the world begged for your attention. Let them talk. Let her wonder. Let her chase the man who chases only truth. If you live like this, she won't just want you. She'll crave you, even if it means facing parts of herself she's never dared to meet. Subscribe if you're done chasing and ready to become the kind of man women never forget. This is where depth meets desire, where men reclaim their power, and where fantasy becomes reality. Comment Velvet if you've ever felt soft on the surface but carved in fire beneath. If your silence speaks louder than her words, then type it. Velvet. Let her feel it.